Welcome. Thanks for joining me. I'm Patrick, and today's class is a Hatha style level 1 class. I have Lindsay here with me, will be our student. You're also going to need a couple things for this class today. Always 2 yoga blocks are a good choice. We need a strap and maybe a couple blankets to sit up on. Once you have those, go ahead and let's come to a comfortable cross-legged seat in Sukhasana. You can see Lindsay and myself, we're crossing at the middle of our shins. Our feet are underneath our knees. And then I want you to take your hands by your sides to start with your fingertips down, gently press down and lift your chest. Almost exaggerate the lift of your chest as much as you can without pushing your front ribs forward. Good. And then roll your upper arm bones back. Feel your shoulder blades gently drawing your back ribs forward and up so that your chest lifts. And then relax your legs. Excellent. Now maintain that lift of your chest. Bring your palms together at your heart. And go ahead and close your eyes. And we'll chant the sound of Om together 3 times. Go ahead and breathe in. Go ahead and take a full breath in and a deeper, fuller breath out. Let your head bow towards your heart for a moment. If there's an intention you'd like to set for yourself today, you can set it now. Let your palms come to your thighs. Re-lift your head. Let your eyes gently open. So we're going to shift into Virasana. You can grab a block to slide between your ankles. If 1 block is not enough, you can sit up on 2. If 2 blocks are not enough, then just stay cross-legged like I am in Sukhasana. And Virasana or Hero's Pose is a deep bend of the knees, and your shins and the tops of your ankles are flat on the floor, and your feet line up with your outer hips. Good. Once you're there, bring your palms together at your chest, interlace them, breathe in, take your hands forward. And then as you breathe out, lift your arms all the way up overhead. Excellent. Same thing like we did in the beginning. Notice if those front ribs are pushing forward, draw those front ribs down. And then as you breathe in, full extension of the sides of your trunk through your arms all the way up. Nice. And a breath out. Take your hands forward. Bring them back to your heart. And just switch the interlace 1 finger over. Breathe in, take those arms forward. Nice. Breathe out. Lift your arms all the way up. Good. Try to take your outer elbows in. Good. Let those front ribs draw down. And as you breathe in from your hips to your armpits to your wrists. Nice, Lindsay. And then keep lifting as you breathe out. Good. Take your hands forward. Bring those palms together at your heart. Excellent. Let's come onto our hands and our knees. You can move that block out to the side if you were using it. Good. From here, move your hands a little forward of your shoulders, your knees a little back of your hips, curl your toes under, breathe in, and then lift up and back, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. If you want to bend and straighten those legs a little bit, feel free to do so. But be mindful of how you do that, moving with your breath, breathing in and breathing out. But then after a few breaths like that, just let the shape come into its own, start to straighten your legs, let your head relax, and you want that same idea of lifting your outer hips up and away from your hands. Nice, Lindsay. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Good. Take your whole inhale breath, come forward to plank pose. So for this first one, bring your knees down, shift your weight into your hands, lift your navel, and then lower all the way down to your belly. Good. Uncurl your toes. So we're going to do this nice quad stretch here. Take your right arm forward all the way right next to your right ear on the floor. Take your left hand by your left side, reaching back. Good. You can start with your big toes touching and just gently bend that left leg. And notice if the top of your left hip really wanted to lift up off the floor. See if you can press the top of that left hip down. And then you're going to reach back, grab that left foot with your left hand. Good. Even here, take your tailbone down to the floor. And as you breathe in, crawl those fingertips away, away, away. And if you can, as you breathe out, press down and lift your chest. You can kick that left foot back into your hand. That's it. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Good. Let your head come down. Release that left foot. Take both arms long over your head. Good. Just notice the difference between the left side and the right side. Now take your right hand by your right side. Keep that left hand forward. Zip your feet together. Go ahead and bend that right leg. Notice what happens to the top of that front right hip. That's your hip flexor there. See if you can let that relax down to the floor. And then reach back with your right hand. Grab that foot. Good. Start to crawl those left fingertips forward. Kick your right foot back into your right hand and lengthen from your hips to your armpits to lift your chest. That's it. Almost like a half bow pose here. Take a full breath in. Nice, Lindsay. And a full breath out. Let your head relax down. Relax your foot. Take both arms long. Good. And just see here if you can breathe in, lengthening from your hips all the way to those pinky fingers. And as you're breathing out, when the air is emptying in your abdomen, all the way down through your legs and your toes. Like you're getting longer on the mat here. Good. Slide your hands by the sides of your ribs. Good. Right underneath your elbows. You can walk them back a little more, Lindsay. Nice. This is a great place to measure out your down dog once your hands are perfectly under your elbows here. So lift up onto all fours. Curl your toes under. Breathe in. Now don't move your hands and your feet. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Up and back. And it might be different than the length you're normally used to. That's okay. But this is a good way to measure like a really good distance between your hands and your feet. So let's lift our right foot up. Breathe in. We're going to step that foot between our hands. You can help it there if it doesn't get all the way underneath your knee. That's it. Tap your back knee down. Uncurl your back toes. Press that foot and shin down, just like that Virasana, and then walk your hands onto your front thigh. Nice. Let your tailbone go down. With your hands on your thigh, climb the sides of your trunk. Up, up, up. And then when you're ready, you can take your arms up over your head. Good. For today, let's hook those thumbs just so we have something to tug on, and then pull your pinky fingers away from your thumbs. Nice, Lindsay. Take a full breath in. As you breathe out, you might take your arms and your head back a little bit so that your back ribs can move into your chest. Excellent. One more breath. Look forward, bring those hands down as you breathe out. Frame that foot. Stay with me. Curl your back toes, lift your back knee. Now take your right hand to your thigh, and then start to turn your chest to the right. Good. If you need a block under that left hand, that's okay. Pull your head and chest away from that back foot. Now, I want you to reach your right arm back like you're going to shake someone's hand, thumb facing the ceiling. Pull your chest away more. Excellent. And then if you can, you'll lift that right arm up to the sky. Beautiful. Breathe in. Look down as you breathe out. Bring your right hand down. Downward facing dog. Step all the way back. Good. Lift that left foot up. Step your left foot between your hands. You can help it there, right? If it doesn't make it, tap your back knee down. Uncurl your toes. Press your shin and the top of your foot into the mat. Walk your hands onto that left thigh. Good. And once you get there, really take your tailbone down, but use your hands on your thigh to upright your chest. Excellent. Lift your arms up. If you remember, you're going to hook your opposite thumb now. Spread your pinkies, and then with those outer arms, wrap them out to in and go up. Breathe in, and then if you did on the other side, take your arms and your head. They move as a unit, just like Lindsay did here. Excellent. You don't want your head to drop back without your arms for this pose today. Breathe in, look forward, bring your palms down to the floor, curl your right toes, lift your knee. Take your left hand to your thigh. So it's not just a twist. I want you to breathe in, lengthen, and then turn your trunk to the left. That's it. Once your chest is like facing the side left, take your left hand, reach it straight back like you're going to shake someone's hand. And with that action of the arm back, try to move your head and chest away. Breathe in, lift that left arm up to the sky. Excellent. As you breathe out, look down, bring that hand to the floor, downward facing dog. Step all the way back. Take a full breath in, come forward to plank pose. You can always tap your knees down, otherwise you'll shift your weight forward and you'll lower straight down to your belly. Good, uncurl your toes here. We're just gonna do a cobra or a baby cobra. If you need a little more width, you can widen your hands, up to you. But as you breathe in, pull your chest forward to start to lift it up. And then relax a little, maybe 2 or 3 breaths to see how high you wanna go for this first cobra pose. Nice, Lindsay. Keep extending those legs back. Excellent. Breathe in, and then lay your belly, your chest, your throat, your forehead down. Good. Hands under your elbows. See if we can measure that again. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Start to walk your way to the top of your mat towards Uttanasana. No rush. If your hands don't reach the floor, either bend your knees so that your fingers can touch or grab those blocks. And then press your heels down. Take your arms all the way up. Urdhva Hastasana. Lift your chest. Excellent. Bring your hands down. Tadasana. Palms by your sides. All right. So if you need a little more space, keep your feet hip distance wide, but you can also bring your feet together if you like. You're going to interlace your palms behind your back. Good. Draw your knuckles down, roll your upper arm bones back. Lift the top of your chest. Breathe in, and now we're going to bend our knees like Utkatasana. Good. And then see if you can sit further back through your hip creases. Take your seat back. Now, once you have that seat, move your knuckles back away from your body, but lift your chest. That's it, Lindsay. Roll those upper arm bones up to the ceiling. Beautiful. Press your heels down, stand up. Release your hands down by your sides. So remember the interlace that you just had. Take the opposite interlace. Let's do that one more time. Draw your knuckles down, press your heels down, lift your chest, breathe in, and then bend your knees as you breathe out. You want the corners of your chest to open, right? That width across your collarbones. See if you can deepen those hip creases, deepen your ankle creases. Yes, that's it, Lindsay. One more breath. Breathe in, press those heels down, stand up, release your hands as you breathe out. Beautiful. So let's turn to the center of our mat. We're going to grab our strap here. We're going to do this one more shoulder exercise. So you might have to take the buckle out of your strap depending on how much space you need in your arms, but you're going to take the strap out in front of you. Good. And you're going to have your arms fully straight. Now, when we do this motion with our arms, we don't want our torso to swing forward and back. You want the action to just happen in your shoulder joint with your arm bones, okay? So pull that strap nice and tight. Breathe in. Start to lift the strap up over your head. Good. And as you're breathing out, keep your chest lifting and then keep taking those arms back behind you. Good, good, good. Nice. Excellent. And then release the strap. Let's just bring it back to the front. We'll do it 2 more times. If you need more, you can start narrow, and as your arms go overhead, you can gently let your hands slide wider. That's a nice little trick too. Breathe in, take those arms up. Lift your chest, keep going. All the way back and down. Beautiful. Release the strap. Take it in front one more time. Get that strap nice and tight. Press those heels down. Breathe in. Go up, go up, go up. Keep your chest lifting. And then back and down. Beautiful. And then release the strap. And put it down by your side. All right. Stand in the middle of your mat. Big toes touch. Fingers touch. Bend those knees, step or jump your feet wide. Good, good. Straight legs, straight arms, reach through those fingertips. Turn your whole right leg out. Turn your left foot in a little bit. Good. Now keep the sides of your trunk lifting. Breathe in. We're going to bend that front knee, warrior 2. Sit down. Good. Let's breathe in, straighten that leg. Keep the sides of your trunk lifting. Breathe out, bend that right knee, Virabhadrasana 2. One more time. Breathe in, straighten your legs. Keep the sides of your trunk lifting, and just bend the knee. Just bend your front knee. That's it. Your tailbone goes down, your hip points lift up. Nice, Lindsay. Take a full breath in. That back left leg is nice and straight, and a full breath out. Beautiful. Straighten that right leg. Turn your right foot in. Let's just rest our hands on our hips. Roll your arms back. Open up the top of your chest. Good. And then arms wide into a T. Turn your left foot out, turn your right foot in. Breathe in, bend your left knee, Virabhadrasana 2. Excellent. Press those heels down, straighten your left leg. Breathe in, bend your left knee, Warrior 2. We're trying to isolate the movement to just the bending of the left leg. Breathe in, straighten that left leg, and then bend your left knee. Try to get it over that heel, letting your tailbone go down. You want the back of your left thigh, if you can imagine, level with the underneath your left knee. Excellent. Nice, Lindsay. Breathe in. Straighten that left leg. Parallel your feet. Narrow them. Fingers touch. Step or jump. Tadasana. Good. Fingers touch. Bend your knees. Step or jump wide. All right. You can widen your feet a little bit. They want to be close to under your wrists. Turn the right leg out. Turn the left foot in. Breathe in. Let's start with Virabhadrasana 2. Breathe out. Good. Now, take your left hand to your hip here. You're going to reach that right arm. Don't straighten your right leg. Keep it bent. Reach, reach, reach. Touch your right hand outside your right ankle or to a block if you need one. And then with that hand on your hip, remember this from the warm-up, pull your head and chest away from that back foot. Now, take your left hand back like you're going to shake someone's hand. Thumb faces the ceiling. Good. Pull your chest even more forward. Nice. Turn your palm to the ceiling now. Up and over your head. Extended side angle. Keep going. There you go. Good. Take a full breath in. Anchor this back foot down. Lift the underside of that left leg up. One more breath. Reach your left arm back. Let it pull you up. Up, up, up. Good. Straighten your legs. Turn your right foot in. Hands on your hips. Pause for a second. Lift your chest. Arm bones back. Yes. I like to do this in between the sides because it just gives you a moment to let that impression stay. Because sometimes when we do a pose like that is like very energetic, we want to shake it off right away. So by doing this, we're letting that impression, that energetic impression, stay with you for another moment. Okay, take your arms wide. Left foot out, right foot in. Breathe in. Warrior 2 as you breathe out. Good. Right hand to your hip. Reach that left arm. Don't straighten that left leg. Touch your hand outside your foot. That's it. Press your knee and your armpit together. Pull your chest away. Beautiful. Right arm reaches back. Thumb faces the ceiling. There you go. Good. Pull your chest away. Now don't change anything. Turn your palm, lift it up and over your head. Nice, Lindsay. This underside of that right leg keeps lifting even as that left leg stays where it is. Beautiful. One more breath. Reach your right arm back. Press those heels down. Up you come. Good. Straighten your legs. Parallel your feet. You can narrow them a little. Fingers touch. Step or jump. Tadasana. Good work. Fingers touch. Bend those knees. Step or jump wide. Excellent. Turn your right foot out. Turn your left foot in. Breathe in. Warrior 2 as you breathe out. So a little bit different this time. Keep those arms extending. Breathe in, straighten your front leg. Now reach your right arm, taking that outer right hip back, Trikonasana, all the way out. You can grab a block or your ankle or your shin. Good. Now, take your left hand to your hip for a moment. Roll your left arm bone back. That's it. Pull the center line of your torso towards the crown of your head. Reach your left arm back. Thumb to the ceiling. Beautiful. And then this time, just reach that left arm up, up, up. Nice, Lindsay. Take a full breath in and a breath out. You want to feel your tailbone moving in, your upper back moving in. It's like your back body is supporting the opening of your front body. Excellent. One more breath. Press those heels down. Reach your left arm back. You can bend your knee if you need to. Stand up. Turn the right foot in. Good. Hands on your hips. Arm bones back. Take your arms wide. One more side. Left foot out, right foot in. Breathe in. Virabhadrasana 2 as we breathe out. Good. And you almost want to do this motion like simultaneously. As you breathe in, when you're straightening that left leg, you're reaching your left arm long. So you're getting long on your side as it's happening. Bring that left hand to your block or your shin. Good. Once you get there, you can take that right hand to your hip. Pull your head and chest away. Beautiful. Then take your right arm back, thumb to the ceiling, and then the only thing you're doing is just lifting your arm. You're in the shape. Nice, Lindsay. Take a full breath in. Feel your tailbone moving in, your upper back moving in. let your chest settle back into those ribs. Very nice. Take your right arm back, press your heels down, up you come. You can bend that knee. Good. Straighten your legs, parallel your feet, fingers touch, step or jump, Tadasana. Good. Fingers touch, bend your knees, step or jump wide. All right, turn your right foot out, turn your left foot in. Warrior two as you breathe out. Good. Breathe in, straighten that front leg. Trikonasana, reach, triangle pose. Let your hand find that block. Good. Take your left hand to your hip. Stay with me here. We're going to do Ardha Chandrasana. Bend your front knee. You can shift the block with you. Look down, move your right hand forward, step your back foot in, and then lift. That's it. Good. Keep your hand on your hip. Roll your arm bone back. So you might just stay here. This is perfect. Otherwise, you're going to reach your left hand towards your back foot. Reach back, like all this work we've been doing. Bend your front knee if it's available for you. Find that foot. So we're doing Ardha Chandrasana with a bow shape here. Pin your tailbone in, and then start to kick your foot back into your hand. That's it. Excellent. One more breath. Let your leg extend. Take your time. Hand to your hip. Step down, warrior two. Excellent. Nice, Lindsay. Straighten that front leg. Parallel your feet. Rest your hands on your hips. Arm bones back. Eyes on the horizon. One more side. Arms wide. Left foot out, right foot in. Breathe in. Let's start with warrior two as you breathe out. Good. Straighten that front leg. Breathe in. Trikonasana. Reach long on your side. That's it. Use those arms to lengthen the side of your trunk. Take your right hand to your hip. So we're going to transition here. Bend your knee. You can move that block with you if you're using it. Take it forward about a foot. Step your back foot in. And then go ahead and lift. Once you get up, use that right arm bone rolling back to open up your chest. And this is perfect. You can stay here, keeping your chest open. You can also just reach your right arm back. Good. Pull your chest away. Otherwise, can you bend that top leg? See if that foot is available to you. And then if you get that foot, pin your tailbone in. Take your foot away from your body into your hand, like a bow shape in Ardha Chandrasana. Excellent. Extend that right leg long. Take your time, hand to your hip, step down, warrior two. Good. Straighten that front leg, parallel your feet, narrow them, fingers touch, step or jump, Tadasana. Good. The hand on the hip in those transitions is nice because when your arms are wide away from the midline of your body, it's easier to lose your balance. So just having that one hand on the hip as we transition in space sometimes gives us a little more steadiness. All right? So let's bring our hands to our hips now. I'm going to do another standing pose here. Bend your knees, step or jump your feet wide. Good. So bring your hands back to your hip. Roll your arm bones back. Lift your chest. Now turn your whole right leg out. Good. We're going to do warrior one. You might have to bend your front knee a little, but you're going to lift that back heel, spiral it all the way around, and then replant your foot. Good. Now straighten your legs. That's it. Turn that outer left hip forward, forward, forward as much as you can. Arm bones back. Lift your chest. Good. Keep your hands on your hips. Now bend your front knee. See what you get. Good. Sit down. Use your thumbs to take the back of your seat down as you lift your chest up. Reach your arms by your sides. Reach your fingers down. Lift your chest even more. Nice, Lindsay. Turn your palms. Breathe in. Lift those arms up. Warrior one. Yes, that's it. Take a full breath in. Amazing. And a full breath out. Straighten your legs. Hands to your hips. Parallel your feet. Pause. Arm bones back. Breathe in. And breathe out. Turn that left leg around. You might have to lift that back heel. Spiral it, spiral it, spiral it. Plant your foot. And then pause here. Try to get that right glute and outer right hip even more forward. Breathe in. Bend your left knee as you breathe out. Good. Usually one side, right? Tighter than the other. Roll those arm bones back. Lift your chest. That's it. Use your hands to move the back of your seat down away from your low back. Now reach your fingertips down. See if you can lift your chest from your fingers reaching down. Turn your palms, breathe in, arms go up. Your lower body doesn't change, it's set. That's it, Lindsay. Take a full breath in and a full breath out here. Amazing. Straighten your front leg, hands to your hips, parallel your feet. Good. You can narrow them, bend your knees, step, or jump. Tadasana. All right. So we're going to do a standing balance. If you have trouble balancing, we can do this variation of King Dancer at a wall. So if you need the extra help, you'll put your hand on a wall. Otherwise, if you're going to do it on your mat, you'll stay where you are, okay? So bring your hands to your hips. Take your left toes back about 12 inches. Cool. Yeah, thanks, Lindsay. Good. And then just like we've been doing, just start by bending your leg behind your body. Good. Reach your left hand back and down, and then see if you can grab your foot. I know a lot of us, we have to take that knee forward in order to grab the foot, but we're trying to avoid that today as much as possible. Now lift your right arm up by your ear. Good. Go up first. Breathe in. The idea is not to force yourself to tilt forward. You pulling your left thigh back and your foot back is going to take your chest forward, but you want to go up with that right arm. And then find a place where you can balance. You want to lift the top of your chest. Nice, Lindsay. Use that left hand to try to lift that left thigh up, up, up. Beautiful. Start to unwind. Tap your toes down. Hands by your sides. Tadasana. Hands on your hip. Step that right foot back a little bit. So what I'm trying to make you do is to not take your thigh and knee forward. I want to keep it in the back plane behind you. So bend that right leg behind you. Reach back with that right hand. Good. Lift your left arm up. Remember, you want to go up. Even though your body's going to tilt forward, you want to go up with your chest. Start to pull that right thigh bone back. Use your hand, pulling that foot and ankle up. And as your chest goes forward, use your left arm to lift your chest more. That's it. Find a place where you can be steady. Beautiful. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. This is a modification of Natarajasana. Start to unwind. Release your feet, hands down. Good work. Okay, turn to face the middle of your mat if you're not. How you doing? Good? Okay, hands on your hips. Bend your knees, step or jump wide. So make sure that your feet are parallel to the edges of your mat. Now take your hands by your sides. Good. Interlace them behind your back. Pull your knuckles down and reach them back. Lift the top of your chest. Roll your arm bones away. Breathe in, lift. And then the idea is at the front of your body, you're trying not to let it shorten. Start to go forward with your chest. Pulling your chest forward. Good. When you can't go forward anymore, look at the floor. But keep the front of your chest long and start to follow the floor back. Let your head go down. That's it. And then your knuckles go up. You can let the heels of your palms open if you need a little more space. That's it, Lindsay. Good. Take a full breath in. You want to try to get your upper back in. That's it. And a full breath out. Beautiful. Okay, stay with me here. Bend your elbows. Release your hands to the floor. Good. Breathe in, walk onto your fingertips, lift your chest. Okay, so let's walk towards a low lunge towards the right foot. So turn your whole right leg out. Lift your back heel up. Good. Tap your back knee down. Remember this, right? Uncurl your back toes. Walk your hands onto your front thigh and pause. Good. So we're going to make this a twist now. Revolved extended side angle. Lift your left arm up by your ear. Reach up. Breathe in. Lengthen that whole side. So you're going to reach forward and start to turn your trunk to the right. Good. Hook that elbow outside your leg. And then if you can, you might bring your palms together in Namaskar. Thumbs at the center of your sternum. Good. Now breathe in, lengthen your chest. Breathe out, turn your trunk. Excellent. It's up to you. If you want to curl those left toes under and see if you can lift the knee, that's on you. Otherwise, you can keep that knee down. Good, good. Some of you out there might reach your left arms to the floor. Is it going to happen? Nice. Now stay with me. If you did that right hand on your hip, pull your chest away. Maybe the right arm reaches back and up and over. There you go. Nice. One more breath. Amazing. Look down, hands down. Straighten your front leg, parallel your feet. Just let your head relax inside. Prasarita Padottanasana. Let your head go. Good. You can just walk those hands back a little bit if you like. Relax your jaw, your tongue in your mouth. Excellent. Okay, breathe in, walk onto your fingertips, lengthen your sides. Let's go to the low lunge to the other side. Walk all the way around, the back heel will lift. Tap your back knee down. Uncurl your toes, walk your hands onto your thigh, and just pause. With here, you just want to feel like that lengthening on the side body up. And then we're just going to try to maintain that even as we twist. Reach your right arm up, breathe in, give yourself a head start. Start to reach forward and turn your trunk to the left. Hook that elbow outside your leg. And you can just bring your palms in Namaskar, lengthening your chest as you breathe in, turning your trunk as you breathe out. And you're welcome to stay here. It's a great deep twist. Otherwise, you'll curl your back toes, maybe lift your back knee up. That's it. And you're going to try to do the same thing you did on the other side. So you can reach the right arm to the floor. You can take your left hand to your hip to stabilize to start. Pull your head and chest away. Reach that left arm back. Yes, turn your palm up and over. One of the things with these twists, we want to lengthen that side body as we do it. Nice, Lindsay. That looks amazing. One more breath. Breathe in. Good. Look to the floor, hands down. Straighten that front leg. Parallel your feet. One more time. Let your head relax. Prasarita Padottanasana. Relax your tongue, your jaw. Good. Take a full breath in. And a full breath out. Walk onto your fingertips. Narrow your feet as much as you need to. You can even bend your knees, hands to your hips, press your heels down, and then up you come. Maybe narrow them a little more. Bend your knees, step or jump. Tadasana. So let's come to the top of our mat. Good. Feet together or hip distance wide, up to you. Breathe in, lift your arms up. Urdhva Hastasana. That's it. Breathe out, fold all the way down. Uttanasana. Plant your palms, bend your knees, downward facing dog. Either step or hop back. Okay, so we're going to do one little back bend here, either up dog or we'll lower to our belly and do cobra. If you're going to do up dog from down dog, move your toes back an inch. Good. And then you're going to go up and over your toes, breathe in, right into upward facing dog, swinging your hips forward, lifting the side of your trunk up. That's it, Lindsay. And then up and back, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Good work. Take your whole breath. Come forward to plank pose now. So you can tap your knees down or lower one straight line down to your belly. Good. Just uncurl your toes. If you want to make a little pillow for your forehead, you can. You can turn your cheek. Just relax for a moment or two. But I do want you to feel like even on your belly here, that as you're breathing in, that the sides and front of your body are getting longer, and as you're breathing out, your legs are getting longer. So once again, we're trying to find that length, almost as if we're growing here on our mat with our inhales and with our exhalations. All right. So let's just bring our feet together. Take your hands down by your sides now. Rest your forehead on your mat. You can reach your hands back. So we're going to do Shalabhasana twice to start. So the first time, just turn your palms flat to the floor. Try to crawl your fingers back. Good. Press your hands down, lift your chest, but pull it forward. Good. Keep your hands down, lift your legs. Good. Lift your arms. Reach back with those arms, and as your fingertips are reaching back, try to lengthen the sides of your trunk. That's it, Lindsay. Take a full breath in. Your gaze should be a little out in front of you, and a full breath out. Beautiful. Nice and easy. Come down. You can turn your cheek. You can make a pillow. Up to you. Good. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. One of the things we're trying to do today is to really find that length before we either back bend or we twist. We're trying to get as long in our torso, get as much space as we can before we actually do the full shape. All right, so second Shalabhasana. If you have any issues with interlacing your palms, you'll do the version that we did the first time. Otherwise, you're going to take an interlace behind your back. And sometimes I like to take my knuckles and just guide the back of my seat towards my heels so that it's just a reminder when I go to lift up in this back bend, I want to keep my low back spacious, right? And you can hook your tailbone towards the floor as you do it. So pull your knuckles back and away, roll your arm bones to the ceiling, lift your chest, lift your legs, and then try to lift your knuckles away from your body. That's it. You want to use those arms to lift your chest. Take a full breath in. Nice, Lindsay. And a full breath out. Beautiful. Breathe in. And then go ahead and relax. You can turn your cheek, relax your arms. Good stuff. Breathe in. And breathe out. All right. So I've used the word bow a lot because we're going to work on Dhanurasana, bow pose. One of the things I'm going to ask you to try to do is to not wiggle side to side to try to get those feet. If you're tight in the fronts of your thighs and quadriceps, I know that might be a challenge, but at least we're going to try first to lengthen our torso into the back bend to reach back to try to grab our feet simultaneously. If it doesn't happen and you got to do a little shimmy, you gave the effort first to try to do it equally before we went side to side. All right? So let's try it together. Start with your big toes touching. Bend your knees. And right off the bat, you might notice that the fronts of your thighs again lifted up. So hook your tailbone to the floor. Try to press the front and top of those thighs down. Now, reach your arms back. Good. Lindsay, very open, so she can just grab her feet. Some of you might have to lift your chest and reach back. Now, what I want you to do is once you get to the top of your feet, start to pull your feet and toes up to the ceiling to lift your chest. Good. Move your feet back, but try to use your hands to lift your thighs off the floor. Yes, that's it, Lindsay. Amazing. One more breath. Breathe in, up through the sides of your trunk, and then as you breathe out, lay your chest down, release your feet, turn your cheek, pause. We can't do that pose just once. Got to do it a second time. So take a full breath in and a full breath out. And again, once you have your feet, it's not just that you're kicking your feet away. You're actually trying to use your hands and lift your thighs off the floor and your toes to the ceiling. Okay? So let's start by bending our knees first. And then the idea for most of us is to breathe in, lift, and reach back simultaneously and grab our feet. Good. Now, start to move your shins away from your body. Lift your chest. Good. And then there's action in the arms, right? Lift those thighs up, up, up. Amazing. Take one breath in and a breath out. Nice and easy. Come down. Relax. Turn your cheek. If it feels good, you can shake your hips back and forth. Sometimes that feels nice after some back bends like that. Good. So bring your forehead down and then take whatever arm over your head that you like. And then just bend your other elbow like chaturanga and then just roll onto your back. And then you might have to shift so that you're even on your mat. Nice. Widen your feet as wide as your mat. Let your knees pitch in towards each other. Good. And then you might take your hands on your thighs or grab the sides of your mat, but don't lift your hips. So you have a sticky mat, and then you can either pull your mat forward or push your thighs away, and that just tractions your low back. So it should take the flesh of your seat towards your heels to give your lumbar spine a little more space. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Good. And then relax there. Take your knees into your chest now. Good. You're going to drop your knees all the way over to the right. If your knees separate, you can put a bolster or a block or a pillow between your thighs. And then just let that right hand anchor your thighs down, and then you can take your left arm out. Good. And you want to breathe in, lengthen the side of your trunk. And as you're breathing out, relax your abdomen. Let that left shoulder, left rib settle to the earth all the way through the left corner of your chest and your fingertips. Good. Breathing in and breathing out. Start to deepen and slow down your breath. We'll take this time after the back bend, which is energizing and uplifting, to unwind ourselves and bring more balance and calmness as we transition towards Shavasana. Take one more full breath in here and a full breath out. Good. Go ahead and unwind. Take your knees back towards center. If you need to bring your feet down to reset, do that. And then take your knees in. Drop them over to the left now. You can let that left hand rest on your thighs. You can, again, put that bolster or block between your knees if you need to. And then the right arm can extend. And as you breathe in, find that length from your belly button up through your heart, through the crown of your head. And as you breathe out, release your abdomen first, then your ribs, and then your chest towards the right. Even then, after your chest, your throat, your tongue. Good. Breathing in. And a deeper, fuller exhalation to just let your abdomen, your ribs, your chest, your throat, and your mind unwind. One more breath here. Good. And then nice and easy, unwind yourself back to center. Bring your feet down, straighten yourself out. Good. So we'll do one more thing for our back. Keep your legs extended and just gently bend your right knee in. Have a loose interlace over your right shin. And then the main thing is that you don't want to round your back here. You might even have to lift your elbows up a little bit. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, empty your belly and draw that right thigh in, and just let your back open to the floor as you do that. Good. Take one more breath like that, breathing in. And then as your abdomen relaxes and you draw your thigh in, let your back open to the floor. Excellent. And then release that thigh, extend your leg, bend your left knee, interlace your palms. Good. Breathe in. And as you're breathing out, empty your belly. Good. Try not to pull or curl yourself up. Let your back expand and open into the earth. Relax your throat, your tongue, your jaw. Good. One more breath. Let that leg release. Extend it out. We'll do one last shape here. Bend both of your knees, and then take your hands on either knee, draw them into your chest. Almost like a child's pose on your back. Just breathe in. And as you're breathing out, draw your thighs close to your body. It's up to you if you wanted to make this into a happy baby. You can slip your arms into your inner knees and grab your feet. That's up to you. And you can let those feet face the ceiling. And now if there's a little rounding, it's okay. We kind of transitioned our way out of that back bend. Good. Breathe in. And then when you're ready, you'll let your feet come down. Extend your legs. So after maybe the back bend, sometimes we can roll up a blanket underneath our knees. You want a blanket? I always like one underneath my knees and underneath my head. It's my go-to for Shavasana, especially if you have any low back sensitivity. Would you like one for your head? Right. The blanket under your knees is good. And the blanket under your head, should rest right above your traps so that your shoulders and arms can relax, but the blanket just supports the back of your head and skull. Tuck the tips of your shoulder blades under so that your chest can stay open. Take a nice breath in and a deeper, fuller breath out. Final relaxation, Shavasana. You might start with your feet. Let your feet relax. And by that, they probably move away from the center line of your body. Start to let your calves and your shins relax and heavy. Feel your thigh bones settling down into the bed of your hamstring muscles underneath. And the back of your pelvis anchor down into your mat. And from there, your upper arm bones release down away from your chest. You can feel a softness in your palms. Your throat, your tongue relax. And then your face, right? So the topmost layer of your face and the skin, from your forehead around your lips and chin and cheeks, they all start to deflate and soften. So it's like a cascade towards your brain and your overthinking mind moving down into your blanket or your mat. Allowing a quietness to come over you, a peacefulness in your body and in your mind and in your breath. And if you need to rescan every now and then to help you settle, that's also a great option. Or you can just focus on those deepening exhalations. Deeper, fuller exhalations. And the asana practice that we worked on for the last hour gave us a lot of space, internal space. And now as we relax in Shavasana, anything that we've been gripping or holding on to, we can start to let it dissipate. If you're at home or wherever you are in this class, if you need longer time in Shavasana, feel free to stay as long as you absolutely need. If you fall asleep, just means that you need more sleep and that you're tired. If you need more rest, allow yourself to rest here. Start to deepen your inhalations and deepen your exhalations. The idea is to let the quietness stay tethered to your soul or your being, even as you allow your senses to start to come back to the surface. So as you start to come back to your surroundings. You maintain an equanimity, a peacefulness in your body and your mind. You can start to reawaken your fingers and your toes. You can turn your head side to side if that feels good. From here, just bend your elbows, letting one palm rest on your belly, maybe one on your heart. Feeling the warmth of your hands, sealing in all your efforts today. And using this asana practice as a stepping stone or as a gateway to a quieter mind, a stronger body, when you're ready, you can bend your knees one at a time. Just roll to your side. You can rest there on your arm for a moment. And then take your time. You can use your hands and you'll come on up to sit. Find a nice, comfortable, cross-legged seat. You can use your palms by your sides when you're ready, just to touch down and lift your chest. Arm bones back. Bring your palms together at your heart. In the mudra of gratitude, namaskar. Let your head bow towards your heart. Go ahead, relift your head, let your eyes gently open. Thank you so much for joining me today, and thank you, Lindsay, for being our student and practicing along with us. We'll see you on the mat again next time.